Today we are going to be making this fresh orzo pasta salad, and I think that this is great for an autumn lunch or a gathering that you may be having in these colder months. Although it's not a warm meal, I think that the freshness of all of the harvest that you can gather from your garden is the perfect addition to your table. We're going to start by boiling our pasta in salted water. Now I either put a dash of salt in my water or I will use a stock cube depending on what meat I'm going to be using. So today I have put a chicken stock cube, and I think that just gives the pasta such lovely flavour. I do the same for rice or potatoes, so if you just use salt, try a stock cube next time and let me know how you get on. So you will see that I have currently gathered a carrot and some onions, but what is delicious about this is you can just add whatever ingredients you want in that pasta salad. So I didn't have any cucumbers to add to this dish today, but that is a common addition people will put in these salads. Whenever I am cutting up a carrot, I have to take off 3 chunks and give them to my dogs. They love them as a healthy treat, and as soon as they know I've got one at the chopping board, they are waiting patiently. Let me know if any of your pets know the sound of certain foods and they just come and wait because that's their favourite treat. I'm going to slice up an onion. Now if I had a red onion I would have gone for that, but I currently have the white onions in my pantry, so I'm not going to be wasteful. I will use this and enjoy it as much. I use half an onion for this pasta recipe, but if you're going to double the recipe and you do enjoy it, add a full one. Just ensure that you chop it up very finely. Some of the pasta variations that you can have is the fusilli or the regular macaroni, but I think that the orzo pasta gives this a nice little twist compared to the regular pasta dishes you might make weekly. Now if you're not a fan of the raw onion, you don't have to add it. You can add spring onion instead or skip that altogether. This is such a versatile recipe as always, so if you don't like an ingredient, just swap it out or leave it out. So I am making this for myself and my fiance for lunch, and my fiance always enjoys something with more meat and substance, so I'm going to add a bit of bacon and cheese. Again, I'm going to dice up a red pepper, but you can mix and match with yellow and green, all yellow or all green. I'm going to start by frying my bacon on the left. I basically will cook that until just getting to crispy point, turn off the heat but leave it in there until I'm ready to dish up. I find that's just the easiest way. Pasta salads are so versatile, and I think it's great because you can make them as you want lunch very quickly, or you can make them ahead of time. Sometimes you might have like a spare half an hour in the morning and you'll decide to make this, put it in an airtight container and you can leave it in the fridge until the time is ready. You can also take it on barbecues or picnics, or just an autumn walk where you might find a bench and just enjoy a slow half an hour to enjoy your lunch. It's always nice to have these prepared meals. I find it's so helpful because you can do all of the washing up and then you can relax for the evening or the afternoon. If you like to cook a lot of your meals from scratch, you will know that the only downside, in my opinion, is the amount of washing up that you have to do. We don't have a dishwasher, and I don't think it is necessary for just myself and my fiance, but the amount of washing up does add up with all of the pots and pans that you use when cooking, but that is not a downside really compared to the healthy benefits you get from home cooked meals every night. So these tomatoes are from my garden. These were ones that we harvested in a recent video, so you can go back and check that out. I had to harvest a load and leave them in a basket because it was getting too cold. So as you see, I've just cut the tomatoes in half and I'm going to scoop up the seeds and lay them on the paper towel. That will just dry by the windowsill. Once they're fully dried, I will store them in a seed packet and reuse them next year to grow these beautiful cherry tomatoes that we enjoyed this summer. In my second bowl, I'm going to start by making the dressing. So the recipe calls for 1 garlic clove, but the garlic cloves I had, which are homegrown, were quite small. So I'm going to use 3, which makes out the size of 1 standard one. I use the handy garlic crusher tool that I will link in the description because it is such a lifesaver if you don't want to chop up garlic too finely like I do. I add lemon juice into the dressing, so if you have a lemon, use half a freshly squeezed lemon, or feel free to use a tablespoon of lemon juice that you have already in the carton. Again, with the honey, use about a tablespoon of honey, but I'm not measuring, I will just go by taste. All of the measurements will be on the blog though, so for your first time making it, if you want to follow directly with the measurements, they will be on there. If not, you can use the ingredients that I use in the amounts that you would enjoy more, but everything will be on the blog. So my pasta is just about to be boiled and my salad dressing is ready, so I'm gonna start by draining the pasta and rinsing that under the cold water. There are 2 reasons why you drain and rinse the pasta under cold water rather than allowing it to go to room temperature on its own. First reason is that you get that crisp cold pasta as if it's been out of the fridge, and the second is that you are rinsing off any starch so that your pasta doesn't go gummy as it would if you left it sitting on the side. It's also not the best practice to leave pasta on the counter without being stored properly in an airtight container in the fridge. So this is the safest and best way to do it. It saves a lot of time too. So I have all of my main ingredients ready, which is the salad dressing and the orzo pasta. I'm just going to mix it all in one bowl. I didn't know at first if it would all fit in this glass dish, but luckily it did. This dish was from a charity shop, I think for about 50p. It was one that was local to me, and I love collecting little dishes or bowls that are unique, and I was absolutely amazed at the price. I do love autumn cooking because it's the days where it's not too cold, so you can still experiment with pasta, salads and fresh dinners right before you get into the winter stews and soups and all things hot. Have you decorated for autumn, and do you decorate for autumn, or do you wait until the Christmas months? I myself, I have a few autumn decorations or knitted crocheted pumpkins that I made last year, but I haven't got them out yet. I've made a autumn wreath that's on my door from all of the natural branches around my garden, but other than that I don't go too crazy. I love Christmas and I love decorating for Christmas, so I kind of hold off and wait until I can properly deck the whole house out with as much Christmas decorations as I can. I can't wait to do some Christmas vlogs to show you how we decorate and experience our autumn and Christmas months. I'm just going to dish up our dinner now, and that will soon be the end of this video. So if you are here, I really appreciate it. If you got to this point in the video, comment a tomato emoji. It would be so interesting to see how many people got to this point. I hope that you have a great day, and again, If you have a channel yourself, please let me know and I will head over and support your channel in return. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and most importantly, I hope that you have a good day.